I get your subtle hints, but I do. Not so subtle. Okay, so Grand Rising, everyone. I hope you're doing fantastic. I really did try to restart the stream yesterday, like, but it wouldn't let me, so I took that as a hint that we had said what we needed to say, and Spirit was cool. You know, that's just how I roll with it. Can't force what will not be. Hey. I know I've gotten better. I know. I know. On the, I guess there's always parallels if you choose to see them, right? Patterns and things. So I had to learn my cat's love language. I did. We always expect our pets to mold and be pliable, you know what I mean? And to a great degree, they do mimic their primary companions' personalities, right? That being said, because I don't believe you ever own a cat, so I can't, that word doesn't work. It just doesn't. It's a symbiosis, we agree to be with each other. And so, because of that, I had to pay attention, you know, and we've developed a better bond. I think that's pertinent in life as a whole. How do you choose to create better bonds with people? Is it really symbiotic? You know what I mean? Is it beneficial to both? Like, have you learned the love language of your friends in terms of friendship? I don't know how often, excuse me, that we even take the time to even think of it in such a way. I have found through the course of my life that a lot of times, especially in the juvenile uh, time frame, that very rarely do you get, or at least my experiences, right? Anything that is not antagonistic. you know, um, Thinking about my my 16th birthday many moons back, right? And a group of associates, right? Friends at the time, but associates. They threw me a party, which I thought was adorable, but they chose a theme of something they knew that I wouldn't really care for. It was funny. It was like poke, 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 funny. You know what I mean? That's why I said antagonistic. Show someone you care by not pointing out that you've observed the shit that irks them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with having an animal in residence. You know what I mean? A pet. Have you really learned them? Have you taken the time to see what they like and they don't like? Are you paying attention? It's simple, but it's important. Have you paid attention to how you want to be treated? To me, that's the only process of reflection, sifting through, removing the emotions, at least the low ones, and then, like, okay, well, I didn't really like this, I didn't really like that, but I really love this. You know what I mean? Like, are you assessing yourself? Are you being a good companion to yourself? And I feel like that kind of trickles. It's like owning a plant, right? When you pay attention, you notice the cycles. When they produce roots, when they produce more leaves and foliage, when do they flower, when do they fruit? It's these cycles. Are you paying attention to the cycles, the patterns in your connections, in your partnerships? Oftentimes we stop putting in the work, if you will. that has stabilized those foundations, the things in which you agreed, whether verbally or non-verbally. Continue to put in the same effort, the love, the energy, right? The key to unlocking each other's emotional spaces is literally cueing in to the frequency of love, whatever that may be. Hmm. Take the time. You're worth it. And it's funny, look, we got bird and eye, right? Bird's eye view. There's this running theme about changing your perspective, right? Seeing things differently. The universe card flipped over. Always be in harmony with the universe, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Co creation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors, guides. Angels. I love y'all. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jeremiah, Archangel Shamuel. I feel you. And then I don't think I've ever paid attention to the horse card. Find the balance between instinctive and tame part of your personality. Knowing when to speak and not to speak, when to act and not to act. Okay. Pay attention to the winds of change. And then direction is on the bottom, right? Clarify what you are seeking so the path becomes clearer, right? But I also feel like pay attention because the things in which you are seeking are available to you if you choose to see it. Clear the clutter. There's that hangman. I'm hearing a very old school song, Ace of Base, Lucky Love. Okay. It goes Life as a Paradise. Oh, yeah, okay. Lucky Love belongs in teenage heaven, I know, because I've been there with you tonight. Interesting. That is funny because I literally reference my 16th year. So maybe there's something for you to examine about the love that you experienced in your youth. Maybe that is clouding your judgment, your vision. The second verse goes, "We are young and we are old," right? There's a simultaneous flux between your true age of maturation and then the youth of your heart. A bridge over time is what you need to see the light. to see the light. This is giving me like almost like past life energy. It's the windows to the soul, the owls peering into the darkness, right? Says I'm a prisoner of hope, I know. Isn't that funny? Alright. That's, yeah, look. Nine of Cups, Two of Cups. Come on now. That is like lucky love, really? Yeah. Wow. See? Tune in. Be on the right frequency. Don't put doubt in your own way. Don't put any fuzz or haze or any of that. I feel like it's all around you. But it's all about your perception. I know. Time now. I think I gotta just do them like this for a couple rounds. Just bend them back the other way. I know what to do later. Push back the negativity, the toxicity. A little better. Not really. You're moving away from the phase of pettiness, trivial, trite behavior. You know, that it's so far behind me. I'm having like trouble articulating this. Um, it's just the pettiness of being a child. You know, the gossip, all this shit that happens in high school that people have been living and well into their adulthood. It's those chapters are closed. Like, it's a time for peace. It's a time for love. It's a time for assistance. All right. Pay attention to the winds of change. Told you, reciprocity. Like really, it's time for these scales in the physical to be balanced, for you to receive what is due, both love, like whatever, anything tangible. So if a person, you can touch a person, right? You can love a person, all of these things. It's a time for that. It's upon you. See? Stability. Four of Wands. Harmony. You've reached the threshold. Right. 44. Four of Wands, Emperor. It's time for you to have the reins, for you to be in control. Aries season was whew, that's all you can say about it. That deep inner knowing that you have, keep it. Hold on to it. Focus your energy. Pay attention. It's here. That deep knowing. High Priestess. Right. That energy, that combative shit, It has been blocked and defeated. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, you have overcome it. Six of Wands in the middle. It's a lot of energy. We fight not against flesh and blood, right? We fight against things unseen for the most part. Ah, it comes out. See? You have overcome it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You have overcome the haters, the naysayers, the petty, the jealous, the childish. You have victory is mine. See? That's that energy you got. And look at all these master numbers. Look at this shit. Well, all these, right? We got 44 and 66 out here. The funny part is, right, look, you have the Seven of Wands, right? But you have 5 and you have 2. We have 7 again, 7 and 7. See what I mean? Like, you have been in the AP class of Spirit School. This should be music to your ears right now. Like, things are moving, they're shifting. You should even feel a renewal in the energy. Yeah. So saith the Lord. Hierophant. 3 of Cups. What? I saw the Tower. I did. I know. I don't know. You peeked at me, and that's alright. We're going to leave you alone. Yes. See? Justice. See? Those scales. You were being tested. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress it enough. And then the Fool's on the bottom, right? But you have to see it. You have to see it. That the direction, the energy has changed. Now you can have whatever you like. You want it, you can get it. I gotta go get like yo. That is just a funny ass song to use, y'all. Like but you can have whatever you like because you passed. You know, I feel like faith is a muscle. I really do. I feel very strongly that faith is a muscle. And in order to be strong in faith, you have to exercise it. So, you've been in the gym. I didn't know. I guess spiritual school does have a gym. It would, right? State of the art facilities and all. So yeah, you've been in the gym, hitting the heavy bag with spirit, and you definitely had to go round and round. You see this? They funny. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. They play too much. It ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go. I just heard somebody say you're gonna take that to the bank. Shit. I'm digging it. Told you, them scales it's got to. There's Charlie. Ooh, is that a blues song? Is that what that? I'm not gonna be able to find it, and I'm not gonna be. But I'm hearing an old blues song. It's either Charlene or Charlie. Charlie. Mm-mm-mm. It's a brother singing it. It's a couple of them. It's old. Like, I don't know. Maybe you beat the blues. Maybe some of y'all was dealing with a little bit of depression now. Wow. You was being tempted by the. I told you, faith is a muscle, right? In order for it to be strong, you must exercise it. And so, temptation and power, right? You were being tempted by the great tempter. You was being bombarded with memories of love and we can work it out. And you and your shadow was going toe to toe. Interesting. Yeah. That would be a tower by spirit. Would you keep the faith even when the water started to get high? I think you did. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. See? Victory and success. Yes. Yes, yes. You passed a serious test. I mean, we're always being tested. Like, it be pop quiz every day. Every day. Every time you leave the house, you be like, woo, okay, pop quiz. All right, I'm ready. I studied for this. Okay. But now look, we saw the universe card first with the oracle deck. Harmony, right? This is beautiful because you were aware of what was going on. You were aware that this was some sort of cosmic test. See the ethos back there, the cosmos? See the scales over and over and over again. You saw it. Light, third eye, base chakra, obstacles and challenges, all part of you fulfilling your destiny. Balance, right? Hope. Exactly. Hope. Hope. Keep hope alive. I don't know why that's so funny. Right. Disruption. Told you that tower was given to you by the divine. There's nothing you can do about it, and you knew it. You didn't fight. You didn't resist. You held the line. You chose to see it for what it was, growing. Right. See, we're in the energy of the tower, the 7 year, the tower, the chariot, ace of pentacles. Those are the important factors when you're dealing with the higher ups through the whole course of this year. If you maintain that, if you understand this, you will pass over and over again. It's like child's play. Right. 33. See more of these double digits, right? Recognition and reward, rejoice and celebration. You good. You really, really good. Trapped in fear, recognition and reward. You good. You chose wisely. Like you won. I don't even know what else to tell you. Like you want to bomb, what was it? You want to buzz with the beat? Right. It was something like that. You ate it. I love it. That's what I'm getting. It's really interesting that these two cards sit here like this, the Six of Pentacles with the High Priestess. When you combine these two cards, you literally get the Justice card. You literally get this energy. The High Priestess sits there all knowing with the veil behind her, right? Then you see the scales, right? All right. See the pillars, right? Okay. Okay. It's just incredible. Wisdom. I like singing. Yeah, I'm funny. Um, right. See what I mean? When the going get tough, the tough get educated. All right. It's the justice energy, almost harmony, balance. Exactly. That's exactly. See, we see the emperor, right? The mastery of these energies, of the masculine and the feminine, of the divine masculine and feminine within. There's another six. It's the building blocks. I feel like a lot of you were going through, like they were testing your ability to manifest and to use cosmic knowledge. The laws of attraction, in particularly, are what I'm getting with this. Those scales are balanced. You can look at the contents and they may not look equal, but different things carry different weight and density and mass. You understand? Water is deceptively heavy. See, when it's just different. Mm. Yeah, yeah, they definitely. See, it's like they had to test your gangster. Would you know how to pull abundance from the universe? Energy, money, all of it. It's at your fingertips. Do you know how to access? Do you know how to tap into those frequencies? Do you know how to transmute these energies when you feel chaos and conflict? I also see something else. We'll get to that in a minute. So I see a false wedding here. I'm gonna say that because I can't get around it. Someone paid someone else. I don't know if it's a green card thing. I really don't. I'm not really getting that per se, but it very well could be because I do see that someone paid another. It could be insurance. Like they wanted to get on their insurance or something like that, so they got married for something like that. Or something was awarded to someone at a period, okay? Like you were given something. And there's been some sort of energy fighting against trying to block things working out in your favor from you receiving this communication, this good news. But remember, earlier this year, I kept saying we're going to see 369 pretty consistently through the course of this year. Because again, we were talking about laws of attractions and manifestations and things like that. See this, the 3 and the 6 right there? They got the 9 right built in. It's something like that that's going on with this. It's too much energy at play. This could actually be about a settlement of some variety. It definitely has something to do with what is tangible. Could very well be a home. Now I'll say this. Somebody's father very much could have left them a home. I'm not getting into the dynamics of your personal lives, because if this happened and you didn't know it, clearly you and your father were not speaking. You were not made aware of certain things. You intuitively sense things, right? Or you did. This is coming through. You need to know that, okay? Like, you have literally unblocked this. You did the work. You've overcome this adversity. So just know that no matter what else is being said, this is working out in your favor. Like that, just know that, okay? We see it. You've manifested this. Hold on to that clear sight, to that deep knowing. Because I do feel like there were things actually done in a very legal manner, even though something or someone was trying to prevent you from receiving this, from this reaching you. It's more than you think it is. I feel like double for your trouble. This person, right, who's been the primary adversary to you in this whole ordeal, right? This person will potentially come to you and ask you for financial assistance, since they're no longer going to be living high on the hog. I feel like they may even be forced to vacate the a home, and this is what why they've been fighting for whatever reason. It must be a nice place. I don't know. I do feel like for some, where it's not your dad per se, there's someone, right, a high vibrational masculine, that a sense that you and this person are supposed to be in a very abundant, harmonious marriage, right? Contract, partnership, alliance, something like that going forward. This person themselves could have been embroiled with a sort of karmic situation, right? Mm. I almost feel like this person tried to. They lied about being pregnant, or they tried to hallucinate a pregnancy. I know there's a medical term for that, but I can't think of it at the time, at this moment. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. He's stretched out on the sofa like a teenager. Just, oh my God. It's so funny. He's just adorable. Ah, right. Maybe trying, thinking that this would refocus this man's attention on them. But I get a very bitter energy. It's like there's a sense of another presence approaching, right? People know when the relationships have expired. You know, they may not want to admit it, but it's real. You know, all the signs are there, right? You're holding on to a corpse, meaning the relationship. It's dead. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like the courts have awarded this masculine as the victor here. The sad part is I feel like they would have done better by this person had they just been on the up and up. But they fought this hard. They did. And their bitterness, you can see it. Like it came out. The rage. The fact that this person was just trying to stand in the way and block them from moving forward and finding something better suited for them, someone better suited for them. Like the court saw this. I don't know if the fight, I don't see any swords out here outside of the justice card over here. So, you know, the high priestess knows knows all but doesn't say anything, right? There might have been a recording or something. Hmm. I feel like they just stalled her out. Patience, solar plexus, emotional loss, spiritual strength, shadow, waiting game, transformation. Right. I feel like they just stalled her out. Like I said, they were holding on to a dead situation. The final card is a death card, right? Like somebody just didn't have the energy to stomach for it anymore. Like you can, he knew. He, yeah. It's like the War of the Roses, right? See, there's the 9. Spiritual strength, shadow, 18's another 9, right? Recognition that it had ran its course. That, you know, it was a power struggle. Didn't want to be in a power struggle. Like there could have even been like somebody knowing, right, about I don't know if this relationship was violent. It could have been. That's a lot of aggression. Somebody had to defend themselves. And there's something about them having to defend themselves is how they won. Hmm. Interesting. Suffering in silence. I feel like there was a lot going on behind the scenes for some connection here, but it's worked its way through. It really has. Like this is just like you just knew. It's high priestess, right? Going back to what we were picking up before, you knew this day would come. I don't think you spoke about it. It ain't nobody's business. That's the suffering in silence. To know what's going on and having to deal with all of this, you know, and have literally to wait. People petty. For those of you where this is your dad, whoever the woman was or is that your father got with or was with, y'all don't know your lives, however, whatever, she's bitter. She is. She's bitter. And it's almost like I had to wait for this person to become too weak to fight, if you will. I don't know what they did because somebody had to step in. Like I said, it's a lot of deep knowing, right? Third eye, heartache, and loss, right? But don't worry, the universe is telling you right now that there are financial and material changes underway, recognition and reward. Like what this belongs, whatever this is up here belongs to you. And whoever this woman was or is, right? Deception and envy. I mean, you could be an outside child, you know. Outside children are often hated by the primary spouse, if you will. You know, before people were open about their polyamory, you know, it wasn't nothing for, we just gonna call them Mr. To have a family on the south side, have a family on the north side, have a family on the east side. You understand? And every so often somebody would get upset and they'd call and you know where your husband, please. Any more people have gotten mature about these things, I like to say. If that's your cup of tea and you can deal with it, I'm 8 billion people, trust me. There are folks who are down with the cause, okay? Mm. I feel like that she wanted to keep whatever for the children maybe that they had together. It's just a way. She like, I carried this man. I built it. Oh, lady, I don't need to know all that. But there's definitely established roots between the two. You can see the branches of the tree from the hair. Almost very Medusa-like. And yes, I know Medusa is the victim of a bad rap. Her only issue is that she was born pretty, right? And Hera, who was Zeus's wife, right? His main, she was jealous, real jealous. So she cursed her. Don't worry. There's a bunch of different layers and levels to this energy. Don't worry. You already won this. Like, what's yours is coming. You won in the ethers and you won in the physical. We start with scales, we end with scales. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. The heart space is green with envy. I mean, it's funny, right? Because the heart is green, like heart chakra energy. There's two though. There's the upper and lower. See how it's got the green and then it's got that pink aura. It's showing you both hearts chakras. You really just gotta know that those blockages and delays are over. They really are. This person's leaving you alone. It might be transitioning though. You know what I mean? Some people stubborn. Maybe you felt that, for those of you who've been suffering in silence with this intuitive knowing, you knew this person was going to have to transition to another plane before you was able to receive what was rightfully yours. Again, this is a deep inner knowing. Hmm. But a lot of y'all, right? You and your divine counterpart, you have overcome the obstacles and challenges um, that were preventing this connection from coming through. You were finally able to clear your karma. Hmm. It's a new level. Like, it really is. Things are going to start moving very swiftly, okay? I feel like your third eye has been like telling you things. You really have righted whatever wrong. Like, I don't know how else to describe this. It's so clear. I really don't feel like you went too low. You know what I mean? Like, you literally did what was necessary and nothing more. You defended yourself. You didn't annihilate anybody. You know, that's fair. That's just. You know, it's like part of your test was to see whether or not, if they gave you all of these things, right? All of this power, all of these talents, how would you use them? Would you wield them abusively, destructively? What would you do? You were fair. That's why I keep seeing this. This is that Christ concept. You know what I mean? Like, when Jesus said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do," he wasn't lying. They, so much has been convoluted. There's so much misinformation. And when people aren't operating with wisdom, because the knowledge is incomplete, the education is incomplete, how do you fault them for that? When they were misguided from the beginning, you recognize that we are all children of the Most High, innocent and naive. That's why they say God protects the foolish and the stupid, and children, pretty much. But we don't get to take that away from someone. Oh, you're no longer a child. Says who? I'm a child of God, always. I don't have to grow up in that capacity, because that is where my mercy and my grace lies. I am not all knowing. That is not my space. Be innocent like a child and be protected like one. It's so interesting how tarot is one of the most accurate depictions. I think, wasn't it Peter who said he wasn't worthy of being executed in the same manner? So they, upside down, they nailed him, or they hung him rather. Because Christ was not. It's not correct what they're telling you. That's all I'm saying. It's not. He was hung. It's not the same. Right. Sphere. That. Yeah. Yeah. Different. Different. Yeah. Mm. Mm. That's neat. You were, like I said when we started, you were tested by the great tempter. Like the devil himself was tasked for this. It's like the Job season, right? You can do anything but what? Can't kill him. You can take everything, and I mean everything. Their children, their wives, their husband, anything you want. Their land, their friends, their family, anything. You can starve them within reason, but you can't kill them. That's torture. It's torture. I don't know if you really realize and put your mind around what that means. That's like the gang. Read Job again. By his own fucking brethren was gang stalked. I don't believe you. Da da da. Like, the fuck? Gaslit. What? Shh. And those are people who knew. Huh? Read it. Read it again. It's interesting. Right. I play too much. Yeah, I get it now. But stand your ground. That's what you did. It's almost like you had to yield the the fertility energy, right? The Empress energy. You had to yield it. You had to transmute it to get to this Emperor. You did. Like, you had to man the fuck up, regardless of anything. I don't care about your pronouns in this conversation. Okay, it's not appropriate. You just had to. Everybody, you had to man the fuck up. That's it. That was all part of the level. You stepping into that very masculine, fiery energy. Look at all that. You see it all? That's a lot of masculine energy. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's happening right there. That's all fire. Flame on, right? I'm hearing Rough Riders music. Right. You had to tap into that go-getter. So funny. Alright, actually, I'm going to pick these up. Yeah, that's enough for those. Thank you. Divinely orchestrated, y'all. They wanted to see what you was going to do. When the going got tough, they wanted to see what you wanted to do. Like, it's not a joke. Because you think you powerful now. You think you strong now. You think your talents are like, nah. They have more for you. That's the thing about it. They have more. So they had to see what you was going to do. Would you retaliate? Would you be fair? Would you go eye for an eye? Like, what you going to do? Because, man, they wanted to see what you would do when they came for your independence, when they came for your sovereignty, right? All right, let's get some new energy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Right. I'm hearing DMX. Y'all gonna make me act up, and right. They wanted to know what you were gonna do. Which energy would you shift into? That's so cool. That is so cool. I'm talking to spiritual gangsters right now. Like, that's incredible. What else you got for us, Holy Spirit? Aww. Woo! Why am I hearing that song? Salvation, salvation, salvation is here. Yes. Da 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 da. Oh my God. Oh, yo. Oh. Salvation is free. Na 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 na. Should I stay or should I go now? See, that discernment ain't nothing to play with. I want you to know, like this is out of all the things you could pray for, you can ask for, you can call upon. You know what I mean? Tap into this and this are not even a factor when this is what you're guided by. The truth, the sword of pure truth. It allows you to cut through everything. It gives you that perspective of a hawk. It gives you that bird's eye. Sees the big picture. It allows you to listen to source. Shit. What you've already encountered, right? And I love that this is the shift, right? In the middle, you have the magician, a singular, right? It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's all about the individual, all about you in this perspective, right? Out of all the things on that tape, right, that you could use at your disposal, right? The purest vibration, the highest, is that of love, right? God, love is your guide stone. Do all things like it's a governing principle. I'm hearing his eyes on the sparrow, but I sing because I'm happy. When I see the cups, it gives me that same sort of sentiment. There's knowing that no matter how things may look, right? No matter how scattered and unstable, you are protected. You know, this the war horse, right? Knight of Wands. Like, you're going to encounter all sorts of things on this path, on this journey, but you are always fine. You may not have an excess or a surplus at times, but you have what you need. There's no need to stress or to worry or any of those things because we're dealing with a calendar, right? We're dealing with universal law as above, so below. And so as these weird transits, look, seriously, because that blanket is the constellations, right? The signs. And so as these things crisscross and you see all the elements, right? You got the cups, the swords, and all of these things at play. There's no need for any of this because there's this knowing what happens above you reflects below you. but chosen. But so when you listen to when spirit speaks to you, when they say move, when they say do, and you do, you're always fine. It's constantly renewing. Excuse me. Like you really are a motherfucking alchemist. Like I don't even know what else to say. Like this is some shit right there. Like we could definitely call whoever this is Magnus. Like yes, the original. Because the way in which you manifest is pure. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, when you walk this earth in ancient times, you were a priestess of Isis or a priest of Isis. Like this is no getting. This is what you did. I also see something was trying to obstruct your dreams, but that might have been by design because it almost feels like they were trying to invade. I feel like you're about to have a series of reoccurring dreams. You really need to pay attention to them, like a series, and they're important enough to where they're going to give them to you multiple times. I also see this too. You have someone who's a little nosy, right? And they want to be a part of your path and your journey, and they may be trying to figure out some way of trying to come along with you. I feel like I'm talking to this Queen of Cups. You're gonna have to be very direct with whatever this is coming towards you. They cannot come with you. They can't. It's your destiny. Somebody's trying to block your destiny. They don't want you to step into it. So be mindful of this. Could be an air sign. It don't have to be. It's like 'cause somebody's trying to concoct some shit. Because somebody is aware of where, like, I don't know if they get prophetic dreams or something like that, but somebody's trying to put you off your path. We don't like that. Queen of Cups, please. Right. Hierophant, right? Seven of Wands. Knight of Swords. Right, they could be speaking very ill. Like, literally doing some sort of projection, negative talk. Queen of Swords. Cannot be slowed down. Just know you cannot be slowed down. Right. Because it would take divine intervention, and that's not the will. Right. See, we're in this. And so anything that tries to prevent someone from doing the will of God at the tower, see, this is the year. There will be nothing that anyone can do to prevent you from getting to where you need to be. I'm not even joking. It's that deep. It really is that deep. It's not conducive. Mm. Yeah. I don't know why it fell out like that. Somebody's not going to know in peace. Somebody's spying also, right? Trying to figure out how. Because, you know, the Four of Swords is like a junior, I've heard people call it junior death, junior hermit card. I guess it depends on which deck you're using. But, you know, rest, reflection, recovery. It's like somebody wants to really disrupt this. Yeah, a little too focused. Magician, please. Right. Right. Yeah, somebody wants your they want this cycle to be theirs, and that's just not how that's going to work. Because I have a sinking suspicion that this person right now is going through the bottom of the wheel, and where things are starting to work out in your favor, they want to, you know, kind of redirect that energy to where it's impacting them, that that's their cycle. Ace of Swords. A lot of Gemini energy. Knight of Cups. Pisces, okay? You know, there's different types of soulmates in this world. This could be a same-sex relationship. I'm picking that up for some as well. A lot of feminine energy, the two queens with a magician in the middle. Like somebody knows it's just a phase or whatever it is, and they're being like phased out. I do find that there are, wait, one, two, three. All the knights are out here. Wow. Like somebody's really making a conscious decision. For some of you, this is someone who wants to attach themselves to you in a physical way. And I don't feel like you're engaging in such things. I just don't. especially for those of you going through or like choosing to be celibate. And it's crazy because like whoever it is, like they're very clear on the fact that they know you're looking for, or not even looking, right? It's a particular thing. Like you know what you want. But there's a lot of communication here. But that communication is manipulative. This person has no intention on being what you need them to be, what you want them to be. Every time this person tries to do something, you know it literally is the divine stepping in with some whatever type of tower that it is. They come in many varieties, so I wouldn't overthink it like that. But you know. Ladies, I'll give you an example. You got somebody barking up your tree or this, that, and the third, and maybe you're feeling a little weak, and you're thinking about giving, like you're thinking about breaking yourself, you're just thinking about it, and all of a sudden your cycle show up a week early or some dumb shit like that. That's a tower in essence, if you will, a good one, to prevent you from doing something stupid that you will regret. It's just an example of how divine intervention can work, and it's like you know for a fact that that is the hand of God stepping in. Like, oh no, you don't. You won't be no sparks flying. No, 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 no. Slow your roll. Shit like that. Because whoever this is, like, you know this person. You're very clear on who this soulmate is and what kind of person they are. Like this, they're manipulative. This person wants sex. They do. They also want to come along with you. That's why they keep watching to see if something's working, right? See if you're ready to come out of your little hiatus. Look at this shit. This person would literally try to keep you off your destined path. Of becoming the empress. Ain't that some shit? Junior empress to the, that's where you're supposed to be. That means you have a person, right? An emperor, a counterpart. Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords. See, we start, look, same line. You gotta nip this person in the bud. You do. This person worries you anyway. They stress you out. See? They, that's crazy. That's why it's over here. I told you they want to disrupt your peace. This is the one who could be trying to invade your dreams. They're telling you to cut this off and go, gosh, I'm not even, I don't really give advice like that. But that's what this is. Queen of Swords, Hermit, Nine of Swords. Shit. It's like you already know what's coming, right, with this situation. Like, this is never going to bear fruit. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, they really want you to hold back from this person. Do not invest any time, effort, energy, money, anything. Like, it's really just keeping you back from who and what that's due to arrive. Like they're just trying to wear you down. For some, they're, you know, they have some outside help. That's why they keep checking to see, you know, if it's working. I don't know what to tell you, Empress. This person's running back and forth, round and round, trying to figure it out. But I feel like this connection was full of arguments. Very showy energy. You know already. I cannot like stress that enough. You have someone trying to come towards you that you've manifested. Like, there's an angel of love trying to bring you what you've been manifesting. I'm not even joking. So do you want love, or do you want somebody you can just talk to? Or someone who's going to... I feel like that's therapy. If you want somebody to just listen to you, right. I feel like the conversations always just lead to the same shit over and over again. This person just wants sex. They don't really care about anything else. My nose is itching. It's like, it feels very masculine, right? Because the Eight of Wands is on the bottom. It's like somebody really does, like, this is their greatest fear, right? Because masculine energy, they're very physical, right? And so for them, if someone's allowing them to have sex with them because they understand women are emotional, right? Or for the majority of the um and so if they're still engaging, that means there's still emotions, there's still an opening, there's a window, right? Or something, there's a sliver of hope. But when that is being cut off, right? And it's just talk, it's just communication, this is like somebody's like, ah, no. Somebody, it's like they're trying to see if someone else has your attention, pulling you away. Shit, somebody 10 of Cups trying to come in. Could be a Sag, I don't know. I said could be. I keep seeing different cards that indicate Sagittarian energy. But that could also be a transit. That could be like Jupiter trying to do something and bless you, okay? Check your transits, check your charts. Somebody really regrets betraying you in some way, shape, or form, like, especially if it's somebody you have history with and it's just like, nah, I know who you are, it's cool, what, like, ooh. Now somebody wants to marry? Hierophant, Four of Wands? Higher levels of commitments? Right. Six of Swords, like somebody trying to, or they want you to move in with them. Now somebody's ready to act. I don't know. Let's see. Different energy. Let's look at it this way. I feel like, right, collective, this can be you, right? We're gonna pull different energy. The magician energy, right? It's a singular energy. Like you finally recognize you have all the tools that you need. You know how to, you're learning to use them. You're learning to pour into yourself. You're learning to listen to spirit. You know what I mean? Like you're creating this direct line of communication, right? It's put you on the path that you need to be on, right? The path to becoming the divine feminine energy that you are destined to be, right? Right. You have, like, you're in the middle of this interesting phase in your ascension process. You've already gone through the Queen of Wands, right? It's the beginning of this self-sufficiency and independence, the Queen of Wands, right? The love aspect, right? Learning to pour into yourself, learning to value yourself, treating yourself like the sacred vessel that you truly are. That's this, right? But it's also knowing when to cut things off, when to allow certain knowledge, information, because again, you're treating yourself like this temple, as you should. And so it the cutoff time is different. The what you're willing to engage in, what you're willing to or who you're willing to interact, even the things you watch, you listen to, the places you go, it's very different now. So you're kind of in between these two where you have to truly learn to a great degree how to be selfish, but not in a negative sense, not being self-absorbed, but learning to pour into yourself, learning to tap into your own power and learning how to wield it. Okay, this is where you are, right? Because it's a lot going on up here, right? It can be very stressful. It can be very, very stressful going through all of this, the ebbs and the flow. And the more you learn, the more in tune you are to the transits, to the energies. And so a lot of times it can feel very overwhelming, right? Like minds moving, at a million and one different directions. But that's okay. Things might seem a little unstable, right? But it's all for your betterment. I do feel like sometimes there's this moment where you could slip back into a lower energy and go chasing down the path of your past, right? Because the unknown can be unnerving. And even though you've done very well for yourself, you see, like you've built yourself up, there's still this collaboration, teamwork, partnership, that over here. Like eventually those things will shift. But right now, it's not the time to put energy and effort here. It's still here, focus on you. It's all about the divine timing. Right. It's a lot right now. The energies that you're, again, that's why I pointed out those transits, right? You feel like you're at some sort of crossroads. You don't know what to do, but you do. Like I said, you could chase down your past or you could stay the course of the unknown, even though it's a little stressful right now. With the Seven Wands showing up, they're telling you you need to stand your ground, stay the course. But I just offer guidance. I don't live your life, so do it. I told you it's your past. All of a sudden, it's the Mercury retrograde. Okay, be careful with that. You're feeling nostalgic. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Maybe we can heal it. Maybe, right? Okay. They will remind you on why it didn't work out. Be careful with that. Stand your ground. Don't allow this retrograde to mess up your direction. You got to remember, whenever you hit a 10, that is it. Like, you have gone as far as something can go. Like, that is the ultimate fulfillment. You're literally beginning a new path. Even if you were to entertain someone that you already knew, if you've already reached the apex, you're obligated to reinvent the connection Otherwise, you will be in the same stagnant, bored ass position that you got yourself in when it ran its course. You did it. It doesn't serve anymore. It's done. I know. You're like, why wouldn't I want to go back to a Ten of Cups? But was it though? Was it though? But go from the 10 to the ace. So if it can be saved, save it. Only you will know this. I know these spiritual contracts ain't no joke. You would sleep with this person, be like, oh my God, why did I do that? Like, I don't, you already know this. It's not real. It's a transit. It's a retrograde. I'm not. This Knight of Wands, they're going to be blocked anyway. If they attempt to come towards you, they are going to be blocked. The Knight of Wands is like literally the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. They don't know when to give up. Nah, nah, nah. Some like this is a block. The universe is like, no, no, they will not allow them anywhere near you. So see what I mean? Even if you feel tempted, they're not gonna do it. They like you better than that. Yeah, because it's over. Allow it to be over. Allow it to die. See, karmic contract is fulfilled. Strength, devil. Strength, devil. It's done. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like when they get like that, but they're not always going to be pleasant. Let me see. How long? All right. All right, folks. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped you. I'm glad I pulled some more because I'm like, it really didn't feel like they were going to let that Sagittarian energy anywhere near you. Only because it feels like you've worked really hard to get to a place of stability and balance. And that energy would be very disruptive and it wouldn't be beneficial. And so we started out with telling you guys that, you've passed a massive test. And so I don't believe Spirit would allow you to come so far after literally going toe to toe with like the tempter himself and put you in that position that would jeopardize all these beautiful blessings that's like headed your way. Doesn't work. It's not going to work. They're not going to allow you to do that. Free will is real, but no. No, 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 no. That's how much you were loved by the higher ups, okay? That they're not going to see you swing like that. All right, y'all. I hope this helped. I'll be back later. Be blessed. Stay in the energy of gratitude. Be open to receive. Okay? Know that you're receiving what you've manifested. Bye.